Hi, I'm Amy.
I'm Laura.
And we are Two Paper Girls. Today we're going to bring you our Top 5 Wednesday by Ginger Laney, who will link down below.
This week's Top 5 Wednesday is the top 5 books that have travelling in them. Travelling books, basically.
Like road trips and things, so let's just get straight into it.
My number 5 is The Scotch Trials by James Dashner. Number 5 because the travelling in this did kind of bug me, but it is also a good example of some interesting travelling because they're basically dumped in the middle of the desert at the start of the book and they have to journey through and there's loads of horrible weather and they're trying to get to the city, and then once they're in the city they have loads of journeying to do. So that was like really interesting to see the travelling, but the actual setting of the desert I didn't particularly enjoy. So this is why this is number 5.
Number 5 is Why We Took the Car by... Wolfgang Herrndorf. It's a German book. It's like Paper Towns, but German. Basically, these two guys, Mike and Chick, it's a German name, they take the car and they go travelling and chaos and happiness ensues.
Aww.
And they just build their romance and it's just a really good travelling book.
My number 4 is Hollow City by Ransom Riggs. This book has some interesting travelling. Partly there's a bit of time travel, which is really cool, but also the book starts off with them in the middle of the ocean, so it's definitely a big long journey. They visit lots of interesting places, and yeah, the time travel I think is a definite key selling point of the book, but also just really cool. It's a different type of travelling.
My number 4 most interesting book that has travel in it is 172 Hours on the Moon by Johan Harstad. This is a really good book. They travel to the moon. That's good travelling, really. It's not just around America. Or there's none around England actually. England's a boring place to travel around.
It is kind of.
Unless you like motorways. But they fly to the moon and that's a good journey. It's like not all about their travel to the moon, but just the fact that that's their destination.
Yeah.
It's really good.
My third favourite book that has some travelling in it is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, because as I'm pretty sure you know, Harry, Ron and Hermione have to, basically they're on the run, so they have to go around in different forests and set up camp, and they're also looking for all the Horcruxes. But yeah, they're definitely, the journey is a big part of this story, and them kind of having to deal with living rough and hiding. So yeah, I thought this was an interesting travel book.
My third most interesting book with travel is Life of Pi by Jan Martel. I love this book so
That would be a
much.
top pick, to be honest.
It isn't, because it's not really like, I don't know, the travel isn't intended.
Yeah,
So I feel mean putting this as the best travel, because it's like, you got stuck in a lifeboat with a tiger. You travelled and you get stuck for a very, very long time in a lifeboat
true.
on the island. And I feel really sorry for him, but it's still really nice, their journey. And how it does help him towards being a better person. He gets all his faith back, and I love Pi so much.
Oh.
But I wish he never had to do the travelling.
Yeah.
Because then his family wouldn't have died.
My second favourite book with travelling in it is Paper Towns by John Green. I mean, the cover kind of instantly suggests there's going to be some travelling, but I absolutely love the road trip that's kind of like the second half of the book. All the mystery of them trying to find Margot. The actual road trip is just really fun. And there's a really interesting destination, and yeah, I really love the road trip in this book. I think it's like my favourite part of it.
My second favourite is The Lord of the Rings trilogy by J.R.R. Tolkien. This is just one big journey.
Yeah.
Like a little hobbit, 2 little hobbits, 4 little hobbits.
Oh, all the hobbits.
Yeah, because they all take journeys. Like, I thought, Frodo is the one that makes the biggest journey, but it's not just like travelling across Middle Earth, it was like travelling within.
Oh.
Like they make such journeys, and the way they get to Mount Doom and then the travel home. There's going to be tears. Just this book is constant journeys, and it's really good.
My favourite book that has travelling in it is Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. Because as I said to Amy when I was picking these books, this isn't normal travelling, this is Neverland travelling. That is the best kind of travelling. They fly, for God's sake. That's just so cool. And they go to a magical world. And it's like when they're in Neverland, there's lots of journeys of them going to different places. And it's just adorable. And flying is the best kind of travelling. So Peter Pan has to be my favourite.
My favourite is Paper Towns by John Green. I had to put this as my favourite because it's in both our top 5s. But I just love it so much. Oh, the travelling, that road trip. I just want to do it so much.
Yeah.
Like how they rush off from graduation, they're all in their gowns.
Aww.
And they have to make little pit stops. And
Yeah.
they have to time them. It's just the best thing. It's just
so cute.
exciting for like kind of no reason, but it's
Yeah.
really, really exciting, and that's why Paper Challenge is number 1. That was our top 5 Wednesday for the top 5 books that we like that have got some sort of travelling in.
We really hope you enjoyed this video. Comment and subscribe if you did, and we'll see you on the next video.
Bye.